Okay, this will be the last video update on my trip here in Dhaka, Bangladesh. It's been a very productive week. A lot of new relationships and partnerships forged, a lot of talks, a lot of meetings, just a lot of ideas and inspiration. And so I will be definitely coming back because there's some opportunities to talk to students directly. Um, but I think the treasure that I'm bringing back, the most valuable treasure I'm bringing back from this trip is a renewed faith in humanity. You know, for the last few years, I've been complaining a lot about us and our lack of critical thinking. And there was times when I even had an anti-natalist attitude where I was like, the best humans could hope for is to be the biological bootloaders of artificial general intelligence. But I'm realizing now after this trip that that's been a coping skill of mine, because it's masking the real deep love I have for our humanity, right? And so by talking about AI and talking about AGI and how we need to lower the population, it's really just a way of dealing with the deep well of emotion that I have for our planet. And what has happened this week is being up close to poverty, being up close to so many people in one area, and just realizing that all this talk about AI or really cool issues of transhumanism and things like that, it doesn't matter to the majority of the population of human beings on this planet. It's easy to talk about those things when you're well fed and you have a roof over your head and you're in America or wherever. But all those things don't matter to the majority of human beings. And by talking about them or being distracted by those things, it's just keeping me and us from dealing with the serious issues that we need to deal with. Now, our news organizations, our social media, they are algorithms designed to keep us distracted and divided. They're designed to make us fearful because that causes more engagement so that they can charge more for advertisements. But we are just as guilty of feeding that monster as they are of feeding us their monster. We wake up every morning and we scroll through our news, and whatever story they decide to focus on, be it somebody was shot for no reason, whatever it is, there's a war going on here. That's what we talk about. That's what we bring in. That keeps us unstable because nobody wants to watch 24-hour news that talks only about positive things, right? That's the business model that they've chosen, and they get so much more out of us when we're afraid than when we feel good about ourselves. And so that's on us too. It's their business model because it works. And so, and that's what I mean in general terms. That's like being distracted by AI or being distracted by bad news is a coping skill because there's a lot that needs to be taken care of by a very small fraction of this population, the very small fraction of elite people that are in control of our feeds and our algorithms. They're keeping us divided and conquered. And so that's what this campaign is about. I know that I won't be walking into the White House in January of 2025, and you don't want me walking into the White House in January 2025. This whole campaign is about breaking those paradigms so that when we have the right digital native, when we have the right young person to walk into that White House, all these paradigms will be broken in advance. And so we can get serious and get real about the existential threats that are facing our nation and our species. And so that's what has happened here. Other than all the ideas and the ways to make some of this stuff work and to break some of these paradigms, I'm bringing back, it's not even a renewed faith, it's an unveiled faith. It's a faith in humanity that has been filtered by these coping skills. And so that's what I'm looking forward to. I've been saying for a while, it's time to put the human back in transhumanism, which is a great, term, but only this week did I really understand what I meant by that. And because transhumanism isn't about becoming robots, it isn't about uploading our consciousness to live forever on a hard drive. It's about enhancing the quality of life for everybody and giving everybody the freedom to make those choices to do so, and taking control of our evolution now that we have the technology and the science to do so, and not have to hope for good genetics or hope that things work out because of some chaotic random system. Anyway, so that's what I'm taking back from this. All these ideas, all these new relationships and partnerships, and this unveiled faith in humanity. And I'm looking forward to talking more about this in this campaign. So thank you for following me.